Well, our episode 30 is a little different than expected, but, things happen. We had recorded a Dragon Ball Evolution episode, and then we were going to go into the Q&A, and my computer decided to die, and so we lost the Dragon Ball Evolution part.
Turns out the real podcast is the technical difficulties we experience along the way.
God damn it. That's another shirt we need to add.
That's a long shirt, but...
the friends we made along the way.
Sure,
yeah. Why not? So, we're going to jump into the Q&A part. I am your host, Mike. I am joined by...
Jill.
Mitchell.
Andre.
And we have a special guest that's going to be asking us our questions.
It's Claire!
Woo!
Yay!
It's Claire.
So, this is the question and answer thing. We had you submit questions.
Thank you.
A lot of these are from podcasts that we know, love, and everything like that. So thank you guys very much for submitting. We're going to read as many questions as we can get to, and probably an abbreviated episode, but we'll see because we can talk for hours.
Yeah.
We'll do the bonus, what was left on the cutting room floor some other time.
Some other time, yes. And then the Dragon Ball Evolution. If you are on Clubhouse, we are going to do a special Clubhouse where we talk about Dragon Ball Evolution because we just need to talk about this movie. It's probably going to be a lot of what was already on the cutting room floor.
Right.
But we just need to get this out there somewhere. And so we'll probably do a special Clubhouse. Yeah.
And if that goes well, maybe we'll do something for the Snyder Cut. If that doesn't become an episode.
Yes.
Because I have thoughts on Snyder.
Oh, yeah. I want to talk about that movie.
Snyder.
It's on our list.
It's on our list. 4 hours is hard to cut.
I was about to say, take a chunk out of your afternoon.
Make sure to go out into the sunshine, feel some color.
Yes, right. Yeah. Maybe go be with nature before you have to sit in desaturation for 4 hours.
Well, all we need to do...
perfect for this week, really, for us.
Right.
All we need to do is split it up with Godzilla vs. Kong, which has the Neon City.
Yeah.
Because I love the Neon City trope.
All right, yeah. So watch... Well, how many chapters are in that movie?
6.
So watch 3 chapters.
Epilogue, plus epilogue.
3 chapters of Zack Snyder, and then an intermission of Godzilla vs. Kong.
Injection of color.
Yeah.
And then buckle back down for depression and desaturation.
There you go. Great.
All right.
It's what Zack Snyder's intended viewing experience was, of course.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've seen...
The Snyder Cut was much better than the Whedon Cut.
Oh,
Just
yes.
so we know.
Yeah, spoiler.
Yeah, high levels,
we
yes.
all agree.
Yeah.
That's what we've all heard, but
Yes.
I mean, I've seen Man of Steel and I've seen Batman vs. Superman. I'm not expecting bright sunshine.
Yes.
In a
No,
Snyder
the
film.
palette is what it is.
Yeah. And I've also seen, whatchamacallit, the...
Sucker Punch?
Sucker Punch,
Oh,
yes.
God.
My arch nemesis of a movie
Sucker
that I should
Punch.
absolutely watch is a bad movie.
No, you don't...
I don't want to.
I don't
but
think it counts as a bad movie because it's just middle of the road.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We're getting off topic.
It's a lot of half-baked ideas. Okay, keep going. So Claire is here
Yes.
to
Claire!
ask the questions for us.
I am here. You're welcome.
So,
Yeah.
So happy you graced your presence.
Damn! My presence is a present!
Fact.
so let's jump into it with some questions and answers. We'll go how it goes.
We'll go in a circle.
Go in a
for
circle, but
responses.
where are we? Do you want to start somewhere
No,
different?
ground rules.
Ground
I'll
rules.
read the questions, and then afterwards, we'll just give a shout out to all the pods who
I like that.
submitted the
You're gonna hand me your phone
questions.
because
Yeah.
I'll tell you about all the pods
Yeah.
that submitted.
So I'll just read the questions. We'll go over them, and then afterwards, we'll give shout outs.
Yes.
We'll
Sounds
try
good to
and
me.
keep each response brief.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Particularly me.
Talk as long as we want.
Yeah.
Chatty by
Never.
nature. It's part of my charm.
All right. So, are you picking who's going first, or are we just going in the same order?
I'm just gonna read the questions. You guys can figure out who's answering first.
Excellent.
That's not my job.
Okay.
My job is just.
I thought you
I
should
expect-
just shout out a
I expect
person.
people have more to
Sorry.
say on certain questions than others,
That's
so
too
we'll
much
just
work.
whoever
If I
jumps in. We'll see how
disappear
it
for a
goes.
brief time, it's because I'm getting more shimpagne.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
That means we need to send one of the men upstairs to open it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
I can
I
handle
topped
that.
it
I
off.
can't even cake decorate. My puny little wrists shake.
Okay.
I was done with the bloodies. I was like,
I'll get the
"This is too
champagne
heavy."
now.
It's not cold.
Champagne.
That's okay. We got
I'll get-
ice for that.
I'll
I didn't-
get-
yeah.
Oh, we got ice too. All right. I'm getting
One of the trays is already frozen. One of them is not.
Alright. We'll start with the first question, but Mike will be last for
Yeah,
response.
he can
Okay.
edit that out. Okay. So first question: who would do better in face-off rules? Nick Cage and all of John Travolta's roles, or vice versa, John Travolta and all of Nick Cage's roles?
I can't answer that one because I can't imagine Nicolas Cage in Grease at all because I don't think Nicolas Cage can really sing and or dance.
Oh.
But I also cannot imagine John Travolta as a convincing Benjamin Franklin Gates in National Treasure.
Yeah, I
No, but
can't
I'm
see.
enjoying visioning that.
Right, that's just, my answer to this question is not necessarily who would be better, but I would be very interested in watching Nick Cage in all of John Travolta's movies.
Nick Cage and Grease, can we imagine?
Yes,
Saturday
please.
Night Fever.
It would not
I
be.
just can't.
It would not be good, but come on. And Battlefield Earth, come on now.
See, that's
Let's
fine.
go.
Battlefield Earth with Cage in it, A-okay. But Saturday Night Fever or Grease with Nick Cage? Question mark?
Yes.
How about Pulp Fiction with Nick Cage?
Yes.
I think that would be okay.
I want a
quick.
Quentin Tarantino directed Nick Cage. I want to see that.
I'm sorry. Are we
I think
talking
that'd be
about?
interesting.
Are we talking about Nick Cage not being able to pull off Saturday Night Fever? Because you're wrong. He can.
He can.
He can
sing,
pull
He
off.
can sing and dance.
He can sing and dance.
All right, here's the real question: Nicolas Cage as Tracy's mom in Hairspray.
100%.
You think he can pull off a convincing Baltimore accent? Because
Do you-
nobody else in the film could.
Do you, do you think
Shots
John
fired.
Travolta could pull off Nicolas Gates and? Or,
No,
Benjamin
Benjamin
Gates.
Gates.
No, I can't.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
it's Nick Cage.
What,
Nick Cage
what is
is-
there to pull off in that role? No offense.
Can you?
You gotta steal the Declaration of Independence, man. That's a line.
Like, you know, just say the line.
I
Believe in
can't
it.
see Travolta convincingly looking at the camera and say, "I've got to steal the Declaration of
What was it?
Independence."
He would
I
break the
cannot
laugh.
see. Yeah, John Travolta can't pull off the Secret Lies with Charlotte, man. Okay, that's one of the most iconic lines in cinema, and it takes a special kind of character to pull that off.
That's the level of patriotism I just don't think he
The
has.
one
Yes.
I got stuck on that made the difference for me is Nick Cage could do Be Cool, but John Travolta can't do National Treasure.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the one where Nicolas Cage becomes a vampire?
I am a vampire. I am a vampire.
Oh yeah, I've never seen that. I still need
Neither
to
have I.
see that.
But you've seen the scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There's
That's
also the
like-
one
Who
where
could
Nicolas.
reasonably fuck Cher? Could John Travolta fuck Cher in
Yeah,
Moonstruck?
sure. Yeah,
He
I
was
get
a
it.
They both
Nicolas
could.
Cage thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they both
In that,
could.
What about
in that
Wicker Man?
era, totally.
Yeah.
Wicker Man.
The bees.
I can
Yeah.
see John Travolta saying "not the bees."
What about the iconic like Con Air meme with Nicolas Cage? Can like John Travolta have like the breeze in his face and he's just smiling up? You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, I think what we're asking here is, can that actor do as good a job as the other one did, or meet that same level of performance? Who do you think can outdo the other in the same role? You know, if we're just looking at
So,
Pulp
well,
Fiction, for example.
So
Or
I
whatever.
go back to that point. If they're trying
Yeah.
to outdo each other like that,
Yeah.
my thing is none of these scenes would be at the same level because John Travolta would try to be good at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nick Cage just buys into the insanity.
Yeah, he does.
Versus John Travolta would try to be a good actor.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Try.
Fuck you for
I
trying,
think it depends
John.
on when we're catching up with Travolta, because like I could see Travolta doing equally good job in The Family Man as Nicolas Cage, because that's a more subdued role. But in a film like the one we watched with Elijah Wood,
Oh, The Trust?
The Trust,
The Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe Elijah Wood's character got slapped in the face with a stupid stick, but if I was going along with that plot and John Travolta was in Nicolas Cage's role, I would be way more suspicious of everything. Being
Yeah.
like, I don't know, dude. You
Yeah.
seem really intense on getting this safe open.
Okay, final answers.
Final answers.
All right.
It's
I
not
s-
consistent.
I say Nick Cage would be better in John Travolta's roles.
I would agree. I'm taking Nick Cage to swap John Travolta.
I'm going to be a sheeple and say Nick Cage as well. Yes.
I'm going to be Switzerland and say diplomatically that there are some roles that they are
No
appropriate.
diplomatic.
Boo.
Stop it, Switzerland.
Fine. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta roles, except the ones where he's singing and dancing.
Boo. Okay,
Boo.
fine.
Boo.
Caveat.
No, boo.
Caveat.
John Travolta couldn't play Superman.
Slapping my caveat / footnote on there.
All right.
Full disclaimer, we have done a Nick Cage episode of this podcast,
Yeah.
and I don't think there are any plans for us to do the same for John Travolta.
No.
There is
I've
We're-
talked about
Wait,
it.
what?
Is there?
the John Travolta episode. We've talked about doing
Oh,
it.
the John Revolta episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I love
he's
the title.
also an
I mean-
actor
I
with a
mean,
yo-yo
only because of
career.
the title.
See, you missed the last episode. We were talking about
I
it
did.
last episode where we were saying he would be another good one. Is he a good actor or not?
It's true. Yes.
Depends.
I'd be interested. There's a couple of John Travolta movies I need to watch. That I've been curious of watching. So
Yep,
maybe that's a good
fanatic.
opportunity for that.
Battlefield
Oh,
Earth.
God.
Battlefield Earth.
Yeah.
No,
But we're talking about bad roles. We need to
Battlefield Earth.
that is a bad role.
I know we're talking about bad roles. We want to give 3 even movies to try to decide if he's a good actor or not.
I've never seen Saturday Night Fever, and I've heard it's not what you think it's going to be.
I like Saturday Night Fever. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, moving on.
Next question.
Next question. This one is a two-parter. Who would play you in a biopic or dramatization of your life? Question A. Question B. If someone were interviewed about you on a true crime podcast or show like Dateline, how would you not be described by a loved one? Because on Dateline they're always like, they were so sunny and happy and social.
How would I
You
not
two
want to?
had a person that would play you.
Yes.
Start it off.
Okay. I mean, mine's a very obvious one. I feel like personally, it's gonna be Michael Cera. Like it's gonna be
dude,
nobody else
at
besides.
the beginning.
Yeah.
And mine is a more optimistic Aubrey Plaza.
Optimistic. I like
Oh,
the.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I like both of those
I-
picks.
And the nice fun fact is that both of those picks dated each other in real life for a period, so
Yeah.
you know,
Cute.
Nice.
Oh, is
really
that true?
appropriate. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yo.
Yep,
I had no
That's
clue about that.
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it was a super long time, but yeah.
And then for
Mitchell.
go for it.
No, Mitchell. Who
Yeah.
would play you? Let's answer this first question first.
Yeah, look, honestly, and I wrote this down, and I told Kelly one of my dreams in life is to wake up one day and look exactly like this man. And I know it'll never happen, but I am obscenely attracted to Henry Golding. And I think
Yes.
it
Okay.
would have played in a movie.
I'm for that.
I could also say Jason Schwartzman.
Jason Schwartzman. Okay, but I see.
Jason
I see
Schwartzman.
both. Yeah.
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 But I want attractive, so.
Wait, okay.
Ouch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong. Wasn't he in Cinderella with Brandy?
Henry Golding?
Yeah.
No, he would have been way too young.
I don't know. Are you sure?
It's a different actor.
Are you
Like, that
sure?
movie came out in
Actor.
1997.
Okay,
It's gotta be.
And like Henry Golding is like what, maybe 5 years older?
Yeah,
than
he's
me?
in his 30s.
He's in
So I
34,
don't
yeah.
think he would have been active for that.
Bummer. I thought he
That
was.
actor
Okay,
is
I'm gonna
a
look it
very
up.
good-looking man, though.
Yep.
In
Yes.
Brandy's version of Cinderella.
Okay, but you know who I'm talking
Yes.
about. Okay.
I don't know who would play me.
Macklemore.
Yeah, I know you said Macklemore.
That sucks.
So the one that stuck out to me when like Facebook picture things were a thing, you had to find a celebrity that looked like you and you put as your Facebook profile picture for like a week celebrity lookalike. Charlie
Oh, I remember
Hunnam
that.
pre-fame looks
Okay.
like me.
Okay.
Okay.
Pre-fame, like pre-muscles, pre-everything.
Like I'm
No,
I'm looking up
pre-muscle.
his images
When was he-
before.
what was his,
young
like,
Charlie Hunnam.
But like, what was his like before breakout role?
Well, he
it
was
would've been,
in-
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So-
Sons of Anarchy would probably.
Oh,
be the big-
yep.
But before that, he looked a lot like me because he was smaller build.
No, like definitely, like honestly, like if we're getting a highly paid Hollywood actor, yes,
Yeah,
it might be
okay.
Tanning. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Charlie
pull off
Hunnam
Charlie
is
Hunnam,
Mike
yeah.
Tanning. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
he's too
I'm
muscular
into
for
that.
me.
I'm really into that.
Yeah. he's too muscular for me now. But I think Charlie Hunnam would have been
sure.
decent Mike Tanning.
Mm-hmm.
Bias, but I too am into that.
There we
Charlie
go.
Hunnam's an attractive dude.
He is a hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the words. What was it?
Are we-
To a Dateline.
If someone were interviewed about you on a true crime show like Dateline, how should you not be described by your
Okay.
loved one?
I have this.
Do it.
Manic and disattached from reality.
Jeez.
Wow. Wait, like isn't this like the? Yeah, okay.
How I would not want to be described
How you
is
not wanna
manic
be-
and disattached from reality.
That is a tough question. I need to ruminate on it for a second.
Okay, Mitchell, you have something written down. I know.
The only part of this question I answered was the actor thing.
Is it bad that I'm the
Glad
only
we
one who had like a
tagged this
ready
question.
answer?
Yeah.
No, not at all. No. I gave you these questions ahead of time so that we
But
could
I
be
just
ready.
came up with
But
that on the
yeah.
spot.
Well, it's funny because I give you guys the questions and I don't prepare myself.
Right. Well, like so, like the question is like if I'm like murdered and I'm on like a date night special or a Dateline special, it's like like they were always so sociable and they were always so nice, and it's like when they're like, okay, no, they weren't that at all, right? It's like the opposite.
Yeah.
So then it would definitely be personable, and I feel like I don't even know, like just
Life of the party?
yeah, maybe I don't know, yeah.
Oh, life of the party.
Because like when I'm with my friends that I know very well, I'm very sociable.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah.
like if I'm at a place that I'm not familiar with, definitely a wallflower.
and no
right?
offense
So,
meant to this at all.
not taken. Yeah.
I wouldn't call you the life of the party.
Right. No, and I don't try to be.
You are a very sociable person,
Yes.
but like I don't life of the party to me is the person that strives for attention.
Yes.
I think of myself more as life
Yes.
of the party because I strive for attention
Yes.
versus you.
Mm.
You could be the life of the party by accident.
Yeah, okay,
In the
that's a
right
good way to
setting,
phrase
in
it.
the
That's a
right
good way
setting.
to phrase
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Where we're all talking about you like, oh man, Andre, look at this kid. Look
Yeah.
at him. You know, like that kind of thing. You're not striving for that attention.
No.
So,
Not
I mean,
shown.
you guys are also thinking about, like, the nice thing. That's why I want, like, manic and disassociated with reality, because,
Well,
like,
right, but, like,
I
if
interpreted
you're-
the question as, like, maybe I'm not the dead person, but I'm, like, I might be somehow tangentially involved. It's, like, how would I not want to be described?
Well,
manic
like,
and disassociated to reality?
I'm
that
thinking,
makes
I'm
me look
thinking
like a culprit.
with
Right,
Jill,
yeah.
it would be like, oh man, like I don't know, she was always so quiet, like didn't really
Yeah.
hear much from her. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
like what? That
But
makes
you
no
guys
sense.
are-
Obviously
but you're
never
still
met.
thinking of, like, I don't know, I'm thinking it is the other extreme, rather
Okay,
than
gotcha.
being, like, they just don't understand my personality. No, I'm thinking is them framing my personality as, like, ooh,
This is
there
how-
were some eyebrows raised already.
Well, what about, like, the first thing that came to my mind was, like, analytical. Because analytical can be taken both ways. Like, if
Oh,
you're not
sure.
the person who was, like, murdered, but if you're, like you said, like, a part of it, like, analytical could be either really good or really bad.
Oh, so we're talking like she's the killer.
She's
now.
like the killer,
Yeah.
or like helped
Hence
out the
why
killer.
They didn't
That's why I
specify.
said
They
manic
didn't
and
specify,
dis-
yeah,
That's why I
okay.
said manic and disassociated with reality.
Oh, okay. So I never took it that way. I
You're-
took it like I'm face down in a ditch somewhere. Like
Yeah, me too.
I
me
took
too.
it as just I have
Like
been
I'm
involved
picturing
in-
like
Yeah.
like pans of like my childhood photos in black and white, and then like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah. He was. Yeah. All right.
so like obsessive and quiet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yep.
So if we're going culprit, okay, like I would think. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what people would describe me as. Is like, oh, he wouldn't hurt a fly or something like that. You know.
Sure, right.
Yeah, but I'm going the opposite way. Like, oh man, he was cold as shit. You know?
Mm,
Advantageous
right.
and
Cold.
socially
Yeah.
narciss-
Not very-
socially
yeah, yeah.
narcissistic.
Socially distant, not
Socially
very,
narcissistic definitely sounds like that's a
Mm.
possible thing people could have described me as.
There you go.
What you got? Next question.
Oh, my turn.
Because Mitchell didn't have something written
Mitchell
down.
is clearly never going to be involved
Yeah.
in a crime.
No,
Mitchell's too nice.
No,
to
no,
be,
that
like,
ain't me, that
Killer
ain't me.
or killed.
Mitchell's
hopefully.
the guy who's going to like fake a, FBI permit and be like, yeah, I'm Detective Smith. I'm here to solve this.
Okay, everything that's being said, that's my answer.
This is why me murdering you is the perfect crime.
Oh,
That's it. That's it. There it is.
Okay. If you could live inside of one movie the rest of your life, which would it be and why?
Okay.
Mitchell?
Yeah, okay. So the second part to that question, like the full version was they would like for it to be a horror movie, if possible. So I took that challenge, and this one's kind of a horror movie. It definitely plays on the horror tropes, which is why I love this movie so much, and I think I'd have a lot of fun playing with the tropes, is Cabin in the Woods.
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
good
yeah,
one.
yeah.
You know, either I'm the person as a part of the company that's making these horrors in this, like, simulation, or I'm one of the horror movie trope actors. Either way, as long as I'm cognizant of that this is all made up and I could play around with it, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of horror movies, and I think just so long as I don't die,
So you're the
I'm gonna have
stoner.
a blast playing with these creatures. Yeah.
So you'd be the stoner who figures
Yeah.
it out.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have an answer? Because
Okay.
I've got a few.
Yeah.
but
So
go ahead.
in Mitchell's vein, I picked a horror movie as well for mine, and it's not a very well known. Well, whatever. It's Stay Alive. It's a shitty B
I
horror
love
movie.
Stay
Okay.
Alive!
Great. So Jill's with me on
You're gonna
this
hang
one.
out with Frankie Muniz?
Yes. Right. I feel like I would do. So Stay Alive is.
His stupid visor.
Yeah, it's a horror movie that's just like you die in the game, you die for real. They're trapped in an online video game.
So bad.
I
Yeah,
would do.
okay.
It's a terrible movie.
I don't
This
think
is not.
Vincent Midgley is in it for like 5 minutes.
This is.
Milo Ventimiglia is in this?
For
Yeah,
5 minutes.
for 5
What?
minutes. Yeah, no, it's bad. This is
Okay.
not an endorsement of the movie. I'm just saying I'm pretty confident that I could do better at it than Frankie Muniz did. That's where
He
I'm
falls
at.
into a flower bush and he's fine.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's an isekai film, as it were, trapped in another world.
It's I would say House of Wax is the more entertaining film, but like Stay Alive is just dumb.
I'm more confident in my abilities to make it and stay alive. So that's my answer.
I have an answer that's not a horror film if I could just be in a movie and it's my life. Mr. Mongorium's Wonder Emporium, because I am all about the childlike wonder here,
Sure.
and have maintained my childhood innocence in ways. And I love the idea of this magical toy store that has just deep philosophical ruminations on life and death, and never losing sight of your inner child and all of the things that can come with that. Because if you remain innocent and hopeful, good things will still come to you. And if there is this toy store and you still have those sides to yourself, you can enjoy this to the fullest, versus being someone who's aged out of it and a block of wood is just a block of wood to them, but to you it's all this possibility. And you've got Dustin Hoffman as a zany old man in this wackadoo toy store. Why not?
Okay, so I've got a regular answer and a horror movie answer. So the regular answer would be The Italian Job.
Oh, I've seen that now. Which one?
Marky Mark or...
Marky Mark.
Okay.
No, I'm going Marky Mark version. I love that film.
You're gonna drive
I love that film.
PT Cougar. What color is your car?
Which Cooper color? What color?
I think
Cooper
I'm
do you
going
have?
yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going yellow with that one. I thought about the red, but the red's just too easy to spot. You gotta go yellow. It's crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, because yellow's...
I know, because yellow totally stands. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. Those school buses, they don't want people to see those. So
I'm sorry,
that's why
blue.
I picked yellow.
You're just a summer woohoo girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I used to have a yellow car. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just bright and cheery. But that movie was just so cool, even though they're driving minis, and it's just, you want to hang out with these people. That is the movie for me, I think. Horror movie, I think I'm going Scream.
That's what I was gonna say if I had to do a horror film.
Scream seems very doable.
I like Scream, and then I would be the Randy. I would follow the rules. I know the horror movie rules,
right?
So I would follow those rules once I started learning that. Oh, they had sex, they died. Okay,
chastity
Virgin
belt.
for life. Yeah, let's go.
Put on the chastity belt.
But I think that would be the
yeah.
If I'm gonna be in a horror movie, I'll join in on this. I'll either do Ready or Not or Halloween.
Okay.
I'm I might be small in stature and all of that, but you know what? If the gloves are coming off and it's life and death, give me a shotgun, give me a katana, I'm ready to go.
Jill study the blade.
So I still have not seen Ready or Not.
It's good. That actress,
Okay,
I can't remember the actress's name, but she knows exactly her niche film, and she's great.
Claire, not biggest horror fan.
I dislike horror movies with a passion.
How would you describe Ready or Not?
It's really good. It's not that scary. I mean, it's not scary.
No.
It's my version of scary.
I didn't think it was a horror movie.
No, it's not. It's like
horror
suspense.
comedy. It's the same as Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
Or that Vince Vaughn movie. Freaky. Yeah. It's in that.
Gotcha.
It's in this new line of horror film of it's not full horror,
Fuck Vince Vaughn. He
but
sucks.
there's tongue-in-cheek humor.
Yeah.
More like Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, that was another one that I thought about picking.
I just want to give Tucker and Dale a hug.
I would be a redneck versus the kids.
The crazy guy who's I'm down to kill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tucker and Dale versus Evil is another one I thought about. So, are we re-drinking?
Can you?
I'm just adding ice. Don't worry.
Can you
Okay,
top
adding
me
ice.
off? Can you give me a champagne floater?
All right.
Man.
Champagne popper. Do it. You're popping it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Close
Pop
my
it.
ears.
Pop it next to the microphone.
No,
But I'm not
no,
doing
no.
All right, then I'll do it.
Oh,
I'll do
Okay.
it.
happening.
I'm not afraid.
Okay, if your computer crashes, we know.
I
why.
can-
Yeah, it's on you, and I'm going back.
Alright,
I'm
I'm
to
gonna
doing
go
it
back
next to the microphone, but ask the next question because it's going to take me a while to unwrap.
Okay.
Wow, what is the worst movie of all time?
Wow,
I
that
like
is
the second part of the question is what movie, the franchise, what movie.
No,
That's
no,
it.
no.
That's this is a single part.
Yeah, you're early for that one.
The worst movie of all time.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, it's objectively hard.
Yeah.
So I'll start and I'll say this. I view this as being asked in a similar way of being asked, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Yeah.
Because if you're out here saying Citizen Kane or The Godfather, you probably don't have a personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your favorite movie of all time should be something that is, of course, great on its own, but also you have a personal connection with. So
Ready,
when I'm talking
Mitchell,
about
pause.
the worst...
Pause, Mitchell.
Pause for pop.
Okay.
Oh wow,
Hey.
that was loud.
Nice.
Blast out your mic.
That was
So,
definitely right in there.
so if I'm being asked what's the worst movie of all time, I need to consider something that I felt personally offended by when I watched it.
Right.
And preferably if I watched it in a theater because I actually paid money to see it.
Yeah.
And that movie, unequivocally, of the past 10 years that I can remember being so upset after watching a movie was Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Wow,
Oh.
yes. You took my answer, man. What the hell?
Right.
We could tag team this thing. It
Dude.
deserves to be mentioned more than once for worst movie of all time.
It's so bad, and this is why I can never get behind Zack Snyder's
Universe.
versions of DCEU, because it's basically a character assassination. I feel like of both Batman and Superman, right? I don't know. It's anyways. We go off, Mitchell. It's your pick.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where I remember hyping this movie up in my head, wanting to believe that Zack Snyder could actually deliver because he was such a fan of the comics, and I understood that watching Man of Steel. And now that they're introducing Batman, I'm like, okay, he's going to have a Frank Miller type of Batman in this movie.
Yes.
With Ben Affleck, who I think is a fine actor, and let's just go and see what happens. And then the plot develops. And we get everything from Lex Luthor and his portrayal with Jesse Eisenberg. And then we get everything with how Batman is, he is a vengeful spirit, don't get me wrong. But when we're talking about this movie, we are just introduced to him in this universe, having really no explanation or any grounding as to why he is such a raging asshole in this. He's not a hero. And then we go over to Superman. And the whole plot point that Doomsday is the only thing that can kill him. The only reason why we think that is because it happened in the comics. I just don't feel that there is enough work to actually hold up any of the plot points that they're trying to drive. And then, of course, we get the Martha line, which is still infamous and talked about on the internet to this day.
Yeah. Why'd you say that name?
Why'd you say that name?
Why'd you pick that movie?
I think my head was on a swivel that entire movie because I just kept shaking my head no for 2.5 hours. That's another thing. It had the audacity to be that long. And
we got a 4-hour movie now.
And then people had the audacity to say, "Oh no, just wait for the director's cut. We'll add half an hour to this 2.5-hour movie, and it'll make it so much better." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Man.
Yeah, that is the Zack Snyder bro defense is, that wasn't the director's cut.
Right.
And that's how we get the Snyder cut.
And I feel like I have
his real vision.
Having defended the Twitter now because I've been attacked.
Oh no.
By the Snyder Bros?
I just want to say, you can be a fan of the Snyderverse.
Yes.
You can be a fan.
Yeah.
And I am not attacking you personally when I tweet something about the Snyder cut, because literally we have been attacked by Snyder Bros. That is who we are attacked by. We are attacked by the people that just go to bat for this guy.
Right.
Versus, understanding what we're saying. And I don't think I need to watch a 4-hour movie to defend this movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Nothing is worth 4 hours. Maybe show up. But, that's a completely different film.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like because of that, I feel like people think, I feel like there's a kind of consensus out there that Superman is not, I feel like Superman is not as popular as he should be because he hasn't been portrayed in the movies as well as he could have been, right?
I mean, I hate Superman,
Turn to
so you're not...
to the animated universe.
That's what I mean. Well, okay, yes, but those are, they're pretty popular, but they're not blockbuster movie popular, right? You know?
No.
You can't convince me right now that Superman is a character that I like in any way, shape, or form.
But oh man, there is a version. I don't even know. I guess whatever.
We'll
This sounds mean being
if you have Superman
armchair
examples,
quarterbacking
send
the
it to me.
movie, but
Yeah.
All-Star Superman, easy. Read that.
Yeah, that is the best Superman story ever told. Is All-Star Superman.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
What about Red Sun?
Red Sun's fine, but
Fine.
it leans into the aspect of Superman that we got to make it dark.
Right.
Okay.
It's
No.
it's always what if Superman but evil? And that's a cool story, but we've explored it a lot of times.
We're going on a nerd tangent.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
You played Injustice, right?
Yeah.
So you got that covered. I would say All-Star Superman. Before that.
I like Injustice, Superman.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to throw in my movie.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Yeah.
So, caveat here, preface, I guess. I really like the book. I understand that the book is not for everybody, but it hits all the endorphins for me. Ready Player One, the film.
Oh.
Ooh.
I saw that in theater with a
Interesting.
friend and was furious.
Wow.
Because I like the way the story of the book works. I didn't understand why they had to change a lot of the plot components, why they had to make the creator of not the OC, the virtual
Oasis.
world, the Oasis, why they had to make him
The OC.
way more.
Take to a virtual world of the OC. Sorry.
Why they had to change the creator. You know what? Adam Brody would have been fine.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why they had to make the creator of the Oasis way more, like, he got more fleshed out, James Holliday, but his obsession with Ogden Morrow's wife, who's now deceased, is strange.
Okay.
Even though in the book that is a component to it, but it's treated much more delicate. I really hated the way that they casted Artemis, and how, like, she's supposed to be repulsive, even though she is a very beautiful woman with a port wine stain on her face, and fine. And it just, the story of the quest, why did they change it? Because they could. Yeah, I get that.
So how's it different? Like, I understand something like, because Steven Spielberg directed this.
Yeah.
And there are things where, like, for example, I understand that the Shining sequence was not in the book.
Nope.
But I also feel that was probably the best part of the movie, because Steven Spielberg actually had an affection for that IP. It was just like, oh, this is something that speaks to me. Everything else, it felt like, oh, kids like Mechagodzilla, like, or Iron
like the
Giant.
Iron Giant.
It's
Yeah,
like,
throw the Iron Giant in there. We got the rights to them, right?
I have read the book.
Okay.
The reason is, and let's just call it what it is, money.
Yeah,
money.
Branding,
Very,
money.
very simple.
Yeah.
They couldn't have done, so the way that it works in the book is that there are the 3 stages of the quest, but within each stage is like mini stages.
Yeah.
So find a house to find a thing opens up a portal, and then suddenly he has to play through the entire film of War Games as Matthew Broderick's character. And then the next 2 parts are find a thing, do a 3rd thing, get a key. And as a book, especially if you listen to the audio version with Will Wheaton reading it, it's great. It makes sense. But as a film, it's slow, it's clunky, and then there is all of the internal monologue of Wade, which has problems in its own, but that does not transfer over well into the film.
No,
the way that they did the film, though, is just people like these IPs. How many can we fit on the screen at one time? And
this
what
is
do
why we got Steven
yeah.
Spielberg, because he
Yeah.
has
Right.
And
these
also,
IPs.
what do we need to do to get the women in? What do we need to do to have a villain that's actually not that scary, but is enough of a mustachio twirling tool to be like, yeah, we don't like that guy. And how can we...
twirling tool.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yes. He
No,
used
it's true.
his computer code on his stupid chair. How
Yeah.
dumb is he?
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing. I just find it funny.
I just remember during the final battle of the film, and I guess in the book as well, my friend turned to me in the theater. He's like, "Isn't this the coolest thing ever?" And I just was like, "You're fucking kidding me, right?"
So I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I agree there's problems with it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it overall.
This rage has sparked an answer for me on
Okay.
this question, and it's a pretty obvious one. And I think I don't want to talk about it too much because we might watch it for an episode later, and that is The Last Airbender.
It's so boring.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
so bad.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say originally Batman and Robin is like my worst.
Sure,
film,
but
because
I
it's
would say
also boring.
But yes, the Last Airbender again.
we were gonna watch it.
we're planning on watching it, right? So I won't get
Oh,
into
it's
too
still
much.
happening.
I have a
at some
drunk
Yeah.
point.
bingo rules.
And
Ready to go.
so, like, obviously, I mean, Jill and I were huge fans.
Is that
of the,
episode 45?
That might be, yeah.
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 Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like obviously we're huge fans of the original Avatar: The Last Airbender show. I like Korra a lot. I will always go back to Legend of Korra. So, anyways, very invested in that universe, and then that's definitely the movie that I didn't even watch it in the theaters because I heard it was so bad.
Good.
But we watched it. I watched it with a group of friends that were big fans of the show. Like as a joke, like we're like, oh man, like we'll have a few drinks, like we'll laugh, we'll make fun of this movie. It'll be a good time. And it wasn't even that. Like it could
I
not.
am so glad you brought this up because I saved a meme
Yeah.
that I'm going to post on our Twitter
Good.
and I'm going to tag you in.
Okay.
Because it's literally post a meme that would piss off your co-host.
Yeah.
And it is this.
Yeah.
It is related to this.
Okay,
You will
excellent.
see it after this episode.
After
After I post the episode, you will see it because I'm going to tag you in it. And I'm
Yes.
going to tag everybody in it.
Yeah.
This
But yes.
this movie is problematic for a lot of reasons. Similar, we already discussed it, but
It's just pissing
We'll-
on
We'll
the
have
source
we'll have
material.
thoughts on episode
Yeah.
45. I
yeah,
think.
we're right.
Yeah.
So I won't dig into it too much. But anyways, Last
Yeah.
Airbender, not even fun to watch,
No.
drunk and making fun
Yeah.
of it. Right,
Yeah.
fails on even that level.
And
So it's bad.
And I don't think you need to hear an explanation of my answer, but the worst movie ever is Yoga Hosers.
Yes.
It is a big old fuck you
Check out
to
our
the
previous
audience.
episode where Mike watched Yoga Hosers.
Yeah. So I mean, like
Life
I could
was so miserable.
Yeah.
I could tell you about this movie and say all the things, but the number one thing that it comes down to why it's the worst movie is because the director made it as a big old fuck you to everybody.
I
Yep.
hate films that are like, my intention was to give, like, people give me shit for doing films this way, so I'm gonna do all the things that I never do.
We were just bringing up Zack Snyder again with Sucker
no,
Punch.
isn't that Sucker Punch?
This movie was created because somebody called him a yoga hoser. He made the movie. It is a big old fuck you. There is Nazi sausages. Fuck this movie. Okay,
Watch
that
the
is
episode.
it. We're going to move to the next question because I could get on a rant about this, but really,
Check out our episode.
Check out our
Yeah,
episode.
check out our
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Before I move on to the next question, just want to say shout out to Ashland, Ohio, because the author of Ready Player One and Ready Player Two is from Ashland.
And that's why it takes place in Columbus, Ohio.
It does.
Yep.
And
The desolate city of
while
Columbus,
I have
Ohio.
not read the second book, I will eventually by checking out of my local library. Support libraries.
Yes.
support libraries.
My
I
mom
like
is
that.
from Ashland, and my whole family is from there, so
He's a local
go
hero.
Ashland, Ohio. Okay, anyways. Next question. What defines good acting?
I thought we were skipping this one.
I think
Nope.
we're skipping this one.
Oh.
Yeah, we're skipping
We're
this
gonna-
one.
I have
No,
an
no,
answer.
but Mitchell,
Wait,
Mitchell has an answer.
has
Mitchell
the
will
answer.
answer for all of us.
And we'll edit out
Okay.
some other part.
Yes.
Now, I've reread this answer while this was building up, and it definitely needs to be fleshed out more. But I think there's some truth here. So, all right, quote: "If I can forget that I'm watching someone act, that's just that simple. If you're getting an emotional response out of me by what you're saying or what you're doing, then you're doing a good job. It has nothing to do with changing your appearance or voice or mannerisms. An example of that would be the different portrayals of Steve Jobs by Ashton Kutcher and Michael Fassbender. Okay, did you guys see either of these movies?
Nope.
I've
asking
heard the
that.
Ashton
Okay.
Kutcher about the Ashton Kutcher version. I wonder how
Yeah,
Michael
okay, so here's the
Fassbender-
deal. Kutcher was a big fan of Steve Jobs, like, personally. So his portrayal was imitating him almost down to the T with how he walked, how he inflected his voice. Michael Fassbender was less concerned with imitating Steve Jobs and more concerned with being the character, who was a man who was so singularly focused on work that he failed as a father and had to reckon with that throughout the movie. So that's what it comes down to for me. Are you saying something that feels truthful? Am I forgetting? Wyatt Russell, I forget that you're playing John Walker. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
you killed that
Yes.
guy.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as a recent example, if you're not in that space, and I feel like you're just reciting lines or you're just freaking mailing it in just to cash in a check, which is very often in a lot of these big budget films, then that's not like a bad acting performance can come from a great actor. You know what I mean?
I'm going to
So-
piggyback off of that and say absolutely. Thinking of Frank Langella as Richard Nixon in Frost v. Nixon,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Frank Langella does not look at all like Richard Nixon, period.
No.
But he studied the way that he talked. He definitely did his research and got into the head of the man. And when you're watching that film and you get to towards the end, the scene where he's on the phone talking to Frost about things and he's definitely had a few to drink, Frank Langella 100% disappears and he becomes Richard Nixon. And when he delivers the line, "It's not illegal when the president does it," you absolutely buy it.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's a great example. And I'm going to jump on it too, saying I think your definition of when you forget someone's acting is very true. I have a theater background. When you're acting with someone and you forget who they are because you're just enthralled by them, that kind of thing. A lot of my theater classes, because I'm very good at cold reading, they would have me read things. And I think I do a pretty good job. But then, of course, they bring up the best portrayal of it. So, for example, they had me read the scene from Fences. And I think I did a pretty good job on it. And then
Were you the dad or the son in this?
the dad. I was the dad.
Okay.
And I think I did a really good job in it. I think I really did. And I'm very proud of that portrayal. But also, right after that, they decided to play James Earl Jones
Oh, yeah.
playing the same role.
Right.
And I'm going, like, I think I did well. I think I did really well. I'm not going to compete with fucking James Earl Jones. Like, come on.
You're not going to try to be the next Mufasa?
No.
I mean, he was so good as Mufasa. He's like one of the few stable
Simba.
characters across
Yeah.
The original and the remake.
Yeah. So that is my point of just like you lose the role, you see the character, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what question are we on? Okay, next
Wait,
question.
whoa. Look,
Excellent.
because we didn't have one saved. All right.
All right.
Sorry. Keep going.
Next question. What is your favorite franchise and what franchise needs to call it quits? So, two-parter.
Kung Fu Panda.
Favorite?
Favorite.
Okay.
Among others.
Can I say?
I figured that was your favorite.
My
but-
answer for both of these is Star Wars.
Ooh.
That's very good.
very
How
Andre
so?
answer.
I fully agree.
Stop the count.
Wait,
Stop the count.
so to clarify here, when you say the franchise, you mean the Skywalker associated franchise or all of it?
Franchise. Period. Done.
Done.
Movies.
Done.
Good
Done.
for you.
Movies,
Good for you.
games, TV shows. Done.
Whoa,
Books
whoa,
are
whoa.
okay. Books are okay.
You don't like Mandalorian?
I do like Mandalorian. Okay.
That's why I.
All
right.
Needs to stop.
That's why I
Can I-
prefaced the Skywalker.
Yeah.
saga.
Can I get into a little bit of a soapbox here?
Yeah. Climbable.
And
No.
I'm about to spoil.
No, you cannot.
And disclaimers. I'm gonna spoil Mandalorian season 2. Go watch it. It's fun. It's a fun show. But I'm about to spoil the end of it. Okay. Star Wars for me is a series. I mean, like it's iconic. I love a lot of the movies. But I do think I think it's time to stop or re-examine what it is to be a Star Wars, like be in a Star Wars, like what it is to be part of Star Wars, right? Because as of right now, Mandalorian season 2, it was a huge event. That final episode ended on Luke showing up and doing a cool lightsaber Jedi things
Bad
and
CGI
taking
Luke.
bad CGI. That's fine, whatever. Even if it was perfect CGI Luke, cool montage of him, chopping down people with his lightsaber, doing cool Force stuff, and then taking Baby Yoda away. Grogu, sorry, adult Yoda, Grogu.
Grogu.
Anyways, but like the thing is that it feels like we're just seeing the same characters, the same tropes over and over and over again, and it feels like Star Wars has somewhat devolved into fan service the franchise. And I don't know, like I love Star Wars. I really like that universe a lot. I like a lot of those movies. I really enjoy, 7 out of 8 of them, right? So, or 7 out of 9 of whatever. Blah. Anyways,
I was gonna say.
I was like, wait a minute, there's trilogies. Yeah. Whatever. I enjoy the vast majority of the 3 trilogies, right? But I don't know. It feels like vast majority. Well, I don't know. I feel like any Star Wars fans has like a Star Wars film they absolutely hate. If you ask any of them.
When you
Okay.
have that many movies in a franchise,
Definitely.
it has
No,
to happen.
totally. Absolutely.
I think you have a movie to hate. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think we know which one it is.
I think you have a moment you hate more than anything else that we have constantly brought up on the show.
Yeah.
Ray Skywalker.
I am
No.
Rey Skywalker.
Oh, yes. I am Rey Skywalker.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes.
The anger,
Yes.
the anger that you're admitting right now is true. And as a non-Star
You're
Wars
rage.
fan,
Yes.
I agree that at least if Star Wars is going to continue, the best stuff, in my opinion, is outside of the Skywalker saga.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to hear I want to see other stories. I want to meet other characters. You're in a giant ass galaxy. Why is it the same people?
My
Yes.
biggest hope for the future is that they said, yes, we are no longer going to
We're done.
bring up Skywalker stuff. Yeah, they
Yep.
couldn't resist bringing it back in for Mando, too.
I feel like it's primarily because of the timeline they set up.
Yep,
I agree with that.
right. All I'm
And
saying...
I don't think Luke is going to be a big part of
No.
it.
No, and it's not even just like I don't want to see Luke anymore. It's we need to... I think we just need to move away from the established, like, families. Like, this is not Game of Thrones. Like, I don't need a Kenobi. I don't need a Palpatine. I don't need a Skywalker to be interested in a Star Wars product. I want...
Yeah.
This universe is vast and interesting. I want to see more stories with different characters from different perspectives.
It could have been Cal Kestis who showed up to take Grogu away.
Sure.
But we
Yep.
know it wasn't going to be because it's too obscure.
Right.
Anyways, Star Wars soapbox over. That's the answer to both my questions.
Mitchell, you have an answer written down, I know.
Yeah, I mean, the one that I want to keep going forever is Marvel. And, I mean, that's just... I grew up with Marvel comics, and then obviously the movies were coming into actually being good comic book movies as we were growing up. So I think that's the easy answer. I owed my side hustle to Marvel, so let's keep that going.
Hashtag
And then-
Nerdstar?
Nerd Star, baby. And then the one that I want to end, Mike, I'm going to piss you off and say Fast and Furious.
Damn!
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
done.
But it is ending once we get to the 11th entry.
So, I don't
we'll
disagree. I don't, actually. Because the original writer wanted it to do 10. And so, I would be good with the 10. I'm actually pissed there's an 11. So, I agree with you to an extent.
Like they're going to space now, and the most recent thing that I heard is that they're gonna do a cross, a movie that features also the Jurassic Park.
What?
Yep.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I didn't hear that,
dude. What?
I thought that was a joke.
Dude, I want to see
So
a
is Chris
fucking.
Pratt gonna be like?
Have you
To
seen
the
the
car?
Fast and Furious movies? Nothing's a joke.
Yeah, right. No, dude. I want to
Can't we
see.
just get kaiju? Then?
I want to see Dom take like a giant fucking drive down the tail of a T-Rex and do a huge car jump.
So what
like,
they
I'm
need
down
to do
for
is
that.
bring in the Power Rangers, and then they can have
Cars are the
Tommy.
kaijus.
They can have Tommy drop kick a T-Rex and drop kick a car.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Once you're bringing up ideas like that, I think it's time to call it quits.
Right. Yeah.
I don't disagree. And I know you said you were trying to you're going to piss me off. You're not really pissing me off because it's true. It needs to end. It just needs to.
Bury it.
And it needs to
Kill
end
the past.
before they actually kill it fully.
Right.
Hobbs and Shaw almost did it.
And I'm really happy here that I threw out a franchise that I'm happy that I like and is done. No more.
Yes.
Kung Fu Panda 3 was the end, and it was nice. It was a great story of a super fan who got to live his dreams and then teach the rest of the world that he lives in.
Are we getting another one?
No.
Oh, okay, great.
I mean, maybe one day, but right now we're just done at 3.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Tight and done.
So do you have one that you want to stop making movies?
I'm raking my brain of things where I'm just like, can this just be fucking done? And I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Because I
have
didn't do
one
my
if you
homework.
don't. I have one if you don't. Because I am a huge fan of this series.
Go for it.
Okay.
Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
Die Hard needs to be
Oh
done.
my God.
I don't have
Die
a
Hard needs to
relationship
be
with that
stopped.
franchise.
It's time to
so,
stop
like,
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody would disagree with that after seeing A Good Day to Die Hard.
I
That movie
don't disagree with
sucked
that
ass.
after seeing Die Hard 2.
Well, what would you say about oh shoot,
Go ahead.
the
Go ahead.
what's it called?
I don't know. Describe it.
Yeah, go on. The Thing. For those of
Harrison
you...
Ford.
Oh,
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones.
What about Indiana Jones?
I think the
I'm
next
not,
one.
I don't
The
watch them.
next
That's why I'm
one
really bad at
is
remembering.
No, it's all
definitively the last.
Yes. I think 5 can be good.
Okay.
Okay, I got
Great.
one.
I also thought
I have a
4
franchise.
could have been good, and we all saw that.
No, I know. But 5, they have said is going to be the end.
Okay.
Just in general.
Sure.
So I would be okay if they do it well. A story of Indy dying.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it would be
pass
okay.
the torch.
Or passing the torch or whatever. Whatever it is.
No, passing the torch would give the idea that they're gonna do more.
Right.
But
I
it
know.
wouldn't be Indiana.
You
It would be
could
something else.
You can
do
do.
it
But
right.
that would be
Not
a
to-
franchise.
There
though.
have been other adjacent IPs that have done the passing of the torch.
I mean, we're
well.
getting fucking Uncharted movie.
Yeah.
It's already passed.
Well, like
Yeah.
Sony is definitely hoping that Uncharted can be their new Indiana Jones.
It's not.
Fine, but not
Right.
with who they cast in it.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you guys really hate Tom Holland. I don't know.
No,
it's
and
just
it's
like
not
just
even
don't
Tom
buy
Holland.
it. What movie were we watching? We were like,
We were just saying King Kong, Tom Hiddleston,
Tom
yeah.
Hiddleston could be a nice, mature Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Mature
I would love Tom
Nathan
Hiddleston as
Drake.
Nathan Drake.
I have a franchise.
Okay, go.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Needs to
Anything.
end. Needs to end.
Ooh.
Okay.
It never
Okay.
needed to happen. I
Right.
mean, so I will preface that I
Money.
am not the biggest
Yeah, money.
I'm not the biggest Harry Potter,
Harry Potter.
fan.
I am, though.
as I just accidentally said Lord of the Rings.
Screw you.
So
Lord of the Rings needs to stop. I'm jumping in
No,
there.
stop.
Yes, let's
I'm
go.
gonna tackle you in
Let's
this.
go.
They should have ended Lord of the Rings at the second book. Like I just don't get it. 2 towers.
keep
This
going.
has got us.
Keep going. No,
All right,
keep going.
Fantastic
Sorry.
Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yes.
When they announced that they were making the 5-film franchise, it wasn't even like, let's start with 1 and see how we do. No, it's just
No
going to be
toe in the
5
water.
films. No toe. We're diving head in. And then, like, the first one I saw in, like, a 4D theater with, like, butt kicker seats, which was pretty cool. So, like, it was at a Jordan's.
kicker seats.
It's at a Jordan's Furniture, so shout out Massachusetts.
What?
They have, like, a
Okay.
giant theater.
Is that the same one that has like the?
No,
The
because
jelly.
it's
He's
Massachusetts.
also obsessed with jelly beans, so like there's like a whole kid playland with jelly
No,
beans.
there's a Jordan's Furniture in like
It's a New England thing.
yeah,
It's in New Haven
Connecticut.
that has
Yeah.
like a.
ropes course.
Yeah,
Of
sure.
course.
Why not? Anyway, I
Anyways.
saw the first Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in a 4D theater. It was fine. But was I enthusiastic to see more? No, let alone pay for it. So when I heard how the second one did, and they committed like character suicide for like one of my absolute favorite characters, I just why? And then all of the stuff with J.K. Rowling.
Yeah,
All the stuff with J.K. Rowling, all the stuff with Johnny Depp, which they have now rectified. He's not coming back. But it's just like there's so many things with this series that they have to bend over backwards to make it go forward that they should never have said it's going to be 5 films.
Right.
Because look how hard it is for them to even get to film number 3.
Right.
But Harry Potter sells.
Harry Potter
does
sells.
sell. And
now,
honestly, for it's
but that's because people have to mentally do gymnastics to disassociate Death of the Author.
Yes,
Yeah,
so on that note, for as problematic as J.K. Rowling has been, and I also agree that shit, man, like I don't want to be like I don't know, every time
She had writer credit on the first script for Fantastic Beasts.
Right, but I do not think that's going to hurt the bottom line that much. You know, frankly, I think a lot of people come to Harry Potter, which is fine. Like, you don't have to interact with you don't have to be that in the know to enjoy a movie, I think, right? So, I don't know.
All right. Next question.
Okay. Next question is, what's a movie? Well, this kind of goes on the last one, so you can tell me if you want to answer it or not. What's a movie that you like that is not well regarded, and what is a movie you dislike that is well regarded?
Okay,
That's
got it.
basically
Jill
piggybacking
has
off
the
that.
answer.
Yes.
She is going first.
Alright,
Yes.
so this is a movie that I don't like that everybody else does, and I'm bracing for the hate. Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy.
The fuck?
The entire trilogy?
Yeah, she can't do
whole
it.
We're in a fight.
I've
shebang.
been trying to watch Batman Begins, and every time I want to bring it up, she's like, I don't want to do it.
So
We're in a fight.
I
No.
particularly do not like Batman Begins. I liked The Dark Knight until I made my dad watch it, and he literally picked apart the entire film sitting next to me. And I'm like, oh shit, now I can't unsee this. And then The Dark Knight Rises, which is arguably the weakest of the 3, has the most obvious
Not arguably,
problem.
it is.
Problems.
It is.
So,
Yeah, no, it's bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
not bad.
and also I don't like what it did to superheroes. Everything has to be the Dark Knight. And Snyder's DC universe.
I was about to say,
is
like, I don't
that.
know. I feel like MCU, everyone, one of the people, they like
MCU's
made it so
like,
lighthearted.
We're not gonna do that.
Right, and then
Which
now
is good,
they're
which is fine.
now that they're on top, they're like,
Yeah,
oh man, like
that's fine. But that doesn't change how I feel about my favorite Batman is Val Kilmer, not Val Kilmer, Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton
Yeah.
I was just
Batman.
gonna say Val Kilmer. We're still in a fight.
No. Michael Keaton Batman with Jack Nicholson Joker.
yeah, Tim Burton, yeah.
89.
Yep.
Yeah, 1989.
1989 classic. Even the one with the penguin, the second one, still
Batman
hits.
Returns. Yes.
Batman Returns hits
Danny
all the
DeVito.
points that
Danny
I
DeVito.
like in a Batman story, which is
Michelle
why my
Pfeiffer.
favorite Batman
Catwoman.
is animated Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want my camp.
I was about to
want
say,
my
like,
color.
you guys, I think you guys know my favorite Batman movie, and it's gonna also give Mike a conniption as well.
Oh god.
Which one is it?
Lego Batman, baby.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Here's
Best.
the deal. Mike is really pissed. Batman is one of those characters. He has been around since superhero comics began. He was at the advent of it all.
Doesn't
I defend 1969 Batman.
you like
66.
66. Sorry, yeah, 66. Sorry,
The
yeah.
Batman for
I
all
said
ages.
69. I was still in 89
Well, isn't-
Batman. 66 Batman. I own the movie. Like, come on. Go
All
ahead.
I'm
He's
saying
so mad
is
he
that
can't think
Batman is one of those characters that can be interpreted in many different ways,
Yes.
legitimately, and still be faithful to a comic book
Yes.
at some point in its history.
Right.
Yeah, and Lego Batman, I'm putting up there with the Adam West in terms of, this is camp, and they're really leaning
It's
into
tongue-in-cheek
it. Now,
camp.
I'm
I
not a
like it.
huge fan of Lego Batman, but I understand what they're going for.
Yeah.
So I've rewatched Lego Batman since your admission that Lego Batman is your favorite Batman,
Yeah.
and I have grown to like it.
Okay.
But like,
You don't
Yeah,
like
sure.
how they take him down a peg and make him the laughable icon that he is, who dresses like a bat?
Well, it's not even that.
Yeah.
It's more like I like the examination of his relationship with the Joker. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like that's
but I
been
don't
examined
like his
before.
examination of his relationship with Robin.
No, I
He
agree.
needs a Robin,
He does.
and he
But not
shits
as
on
a-
the Robin he
But
gets.
not as a,
Yeah.
he needs a Robin, not to be his his patsy surrogate. Like, he is a surrogate son, but not the. I agree with what Mike is saying about how most of Lego Batman treats Robin
Yes.
as
That's the butt monkey.
yeah, it's this laughable butt monkey who rips off his pants and be like, I think I'm gonna go out in a unitard.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I don't know.
Like, you know, this orphan who openly says, if I need to get eye enhancement surgery, I'll do it.
I like that Robin, mostly because he's voiced by me,
Michael
but,
Cera.
you know, yeah.
I mean, I like Zach Galifianakis a lot as Joker,
Right.
but going back to my thing against the Nolan series is just, it's just so bleak.
Yes.
Shine some color
Well,
into
I mean,
it,
and Batman
man.
can definitely be bleak, but speaking to Mitchell's point, I mean, that's one of the best strengths of Batman is that he's such a flexible character, right? He can be camp, he can be grim dark.
And that
Well,
is
that's
why,
that's why I can
my...
defend 66 Batman.
Yeah.
And like I own the first 2 seasons of Batman, like
No,
Adam West, yeah. And it literally, I can defend that easily.
Sure.
Because it is faithful.
It's of its time.
Yeah, and it's of its time. Yes, and that too. I can defend Batman surfing against the Joker in a fucking like episode. Like I can defend that. It's when we get to Val Kilmer Batman.
Okay, for the viewers at home, I met Michael Keaton.
I know. I
Not
know.
Val Kilmer, we got it.
And Bat Nipple George Clooney.
And Bat Credit Card.
And Bat Credit Card. Oh.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like a horrible movie.
Yes. That I cannot defend. And I can watch Batman Forever, which is the Val Kilmer one. I can watch that. I can enjoy it. Even with Crazy Riddler, Crazy Two-Face.
There's things to like about that movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Jim Carrey's one of the best things to like about
Sure.
that movie.
Batman and Robin does not exist.
Nope.
Batman versus Superman in my mind does not exist.
And yeah.
And the Dark Knight series,
It hits Dark Knight. There's a Batman for all seasons. My season of Batman is Michael Keaton, Tim Burton era.
You're not a Nolan fan. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not.
Which is fair.
I like other Nolan films.
Right. Sorry. I guess that's
It's just
I think
that
what also
franchise
hurts
did
me.
nothing for me.
What also hurts me is that on Dark Knight, I worked props for it.
Oh, cool.
So,
I didn't know that.
long story that we're going to get into apparently.
TLDR.
My ex-girlfriend's dad did props for movies that were filmed in Chicago. I ended up working on Dark Knight, finding small things. And so I don't, like, my name's not in the credits or anything like that. I saw Dark Knight in theaters 9 times.
That's great.
Because,
Oh my god.
Wow.
because I worked a part of it. And so it was one of those
I was
movies
a part
that's
of
always
making this
going to
movie,
be a
yeah.
part of me.
Yeah.
And so,
It's the best movie.
yeah, and it is the best of the Christopher Nolan movies. And I say that even without working on it. I think it is. I think that's a fair statement. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. But that is another reason why hearing you say this, and we're still going to be friends at the end of this. I feel like I'm getting mad about this, and I just want everybody else to know we're still going to be friends at the end of this.
Yeah. And to be fair, what I don't like about this movie is tone.
Fair.
It's not what I show up. That's not what puts my butt in the seat to see a Batman film.
100%.
And it's why I've completely disengaged from the Snyder. So I've never seen Batman v Superman for this very reason.
Yeah,
because
you would know.
I looked at that and said, that's not going to do it for me.
That's not the tone. And that's why it's dead to me as well. So, yes.
So on that bombshell.
I feel like I'm on the soapbox here for this. So, hey, what else was it? What well-regarded movies?
Yeah.
What were there movies that we like that we do not like?
Yeah.
Or movies that nobody likes that you like.
Movies
I
that
got
nobody
my
likes.
answers, but I think I've brought this up before. For a movie that I like that is not well regarded, and I guess it depends on who you ask, but The Last Jedi.
I like The Last Jedi too.
Let me get back on the Star Wars soapbox. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And then for a movie that I dislike that is well regarded, and again, it depends on who you ask, but I think folks of our generation, for whatever reason, have this affection for Space Jam. Space Jam, I hate to say it, is an awful movie. It is not a good movie. I made the mistake of rewatching it as a freshman in college with my dorm mates and stuff, and I was thinking to myself this entire time, like, holy shit, this is actually not only a bad movie, but it fucking reeks.
Yeah.
Like, this is, and I'm a fan of basketball. Michael Jordan's incredible, not a great actor at all.
No.
But
Agreed.
none of this movie worked for me.
He is the GOAT of basketball and acting.
He's the goat of basketball. I'll give you that. He's the goat of basketball.
I rewatched this movie.
Where's my Cavs shirt? Fucking damn
I
it.
rewatched Space Jam 4 to 5 years ago with my then roommates in grad school, and while we openly acknowledge it is not a good movie, it is pure stupid fun that only could have been made.
Yeah, but it's
in
not a good
1996.
basketball movie, right? Like, I don't
but
know.
I'm not a basketball fan.
Sure.
My like butt monkey basketball movies is Half Court Miracle or Full Court Miracle from the Disney Channel,
Like
which is
Mike?
basically Juice Can't Jump.
And like Mike, yeah.
Like Mike.
Like Mike.
Like Mike.
Like
Oh,
Mike
double
is-
teamed.
Double
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Luck of the Irish is a basketball
Luck of the-
movie.
Oh,
That's a basketball movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look at my
did not
examples of
enjoy it.
basketball films.
I will rewatch, or I will watch Space Jam: New Legacy, just because I'm a sucker for pop culture. But honestly, I don't have high expectations for this thing at all.
You're not turning
But,
around for Space Jam.
Everything of this
No,
question has hurt me so far.
What's a movie that you don't like that everybody likes, or vice versa?
Oh, so the movie that I like that everybody doesn't like, and I think is obvious, Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
Annihilation. That's the movie.
I will gladly
I can't-
defend that movie. It's
I
not a
can't
good
sup-
movie.
I can't support a movie that kills off Johnny Cage, aka
No.
best character in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And the one that recasts Raiden. Come on now.
and they recast Sonya.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You're right.
You were too busy being angry at the Raiden thing.
Yes, I was. Yes.
There's a lot of problems with this movie. The reason I like this movie is because of nostalgia and nostalgia alone. I got invited to a sleepover in 6th grade. They rented from Blockbuster Mortal Kombat
yep.
and
Oh,
Mortal
fun
Kombat
times, fun
Annihilation.
times.
And we had a grand old time watching both of them.
Nice.
And so whenever I watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation, I think about that sleepover. And so I'm not going to sit here and say, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, go watch it. I'm not. But it's one of those movies that I can watch anytime, anywhere, and think of that and feel good memories before all those friends dumped me. And so it's one of those things where it's like, that's a movie. A movie that's well regarded that I do not like. Whew,
I got one if you want me to
Go
come
ahead.
for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got
cool.
it.
So mine, it's going to make me sound very dumb. I'm sorry, I did not connect with Lincoln from 2012 at all. I don't know why. Like, and this is interesting because we're carrying on from this the question of like what's good acting. Daniel Day-Lewis, obviously, like in the conversation for GOAT actor, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not going to discount his performance as Abraham Lincoln at all. Like, it's very, very well acted. I was not entertained. I was very, I don't know, like maybe I wasn't in. The last time I saw this movie, I was probably a senior, or no, I would have been a freshman in college. This when it came
This
out.
came after There Will Be Blood, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, and There Will Be Blood. I love that movie. That's a great movie. Like, I'm definitely entertained by that movie. So I kind of, maybe that might have been part of it.
That's why I brought it up.
I went in with those expectations, I guess, right? And obviously, Daniel Day-Lewis turns in a fantastic performance. That's the one thing I remember about it, though. And everything else, I was just like, man, like, this just feels like very high budget History Channel movie almost, you know? And I feel like it sounds so anti-intellectual, I guess, but I just didn't connect with it. And that was the movie that kind of swept the whole entire awards that season, right? So I was like, I don't know,
Swept
man.
a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was definitely in for Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't remember other parts of the movie being like earning awards. It definitely was nominated.
Yeah.
Whoever
I'd have to
played
look
Mary
back.
Todd was
What's
nominated.
Sally Fields?
Was it
No,
Sally
Sally
Fields?
Fields.
Yeah, Sally Fields, yeah.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Sally
They
Fields,
like
yeah.
her. They really, really
They
like
do
her.
like, yeah.
So Andre, I watched that movie. I watched that movie with my mom at the ArcLight in LA, which is now closed, which is awful. But when we watched it, that was a year in college where I was taking a class in. I was a poli-sci major, and I was taking a class on Congress and basically the history of it and how it works and all that kind of stuff. And part of it, we had a lab where we all played a different congressman and tried to push out legislation and all that. So we were actively participating in that process. And that's what that movie is about. So it hit me at the right time where I was just like, whoa, like, you know, mid-19th century, they were doing this. And I was that's what the plot is. And it's boring as hell. And you could ask my mom if she thought it was boring because she started snoring in the middle of this movie.
Wow.
She fell. That's the only time I've ever seen her fall asleep in a movie. And she was like, Mitch, it was boring.
Yeah. And I want to back up.
I get it.
I want to back up and I want to say I don't need a movie to have superheroes and fight scenes in it. I was not like watching this movie
Abraham
hoping
Lincoln Vampire
Right,
Slayer.
I was not
Yeah.
hoping that Daniel Day-Lewis would punch a guy out or something. I was not expecting that. But yeah, for whatever reason, I just didn't connect to it. And I think, I don't know. It makes a lot of sense. I think now that, for better or worse, I'm a little bit more aware about the political machinations of our country, and so maybe a rewatch now would be a little bit more interesting. But
it's still boring.
So
it
it's
is
funny.
a boring movie. It is a boring movie.
It's a slow burn, but
it's
in
a
the
slow
worst
burn.
way.
Right.
I'm glad you brought up falling asleep during a movie because I've got one.
Okay.
A well-regarded movie that I did not like that I fell asleep 4 times during.
Is in one sitting?
In 2 sittings.
Okay.
Gladiator.
I've never seen it.
What?
Wow.
What?
I've never
Gladiator.
How old were you when you
Yeah,
watched it?
what?
So the first time I tried to watch it, I fell asleep 3 times during, and I was younger. I'll admit I was fully younger.
Okay, well, what's fully younger me? Are you talking like 10?
I'm talking 10 or 11. Yeah.
That's when I watched it, and I was like, this is fucking sick.
I did not like it.
Got it. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I'm very interested now.
Yeah. Then I tried to watch it again at probably 17, 18.
Oh,
And I fell asleep
And still.
again.
Wow.
jeez.
Damn.
So
Wow.
4 times total trying to watch this movie twice.
Okay. Fair enough.
Gladiator, I don't know what it is, but something about it just puts me to sleep. And I think I can defend all of the actors in it because it's Joaquin Phoenix, it's Russell Crowe. I've seen them in thousands of other movies that I'm like, these guys are great. Thousands. I've watched The Nice Guys like 40 times.
Yes.
I
Russell
love
Crowe's
The Nice
filmography.
Guys. Me and Kelly just watched that. It was her first time watching it.
We
It's such a
just
blast.
watched it maybe like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Claire saw it for the first time 3 weeks ago. What did you think of it?
It was good. I mean, it was weird.
Weird.
It was weird.
It's
But I
definitely
enjoyed the
weird.
Ryan Gosling,
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe mix. I thought they actually
Yeah.
worked really well together.
Yeah.
Me too.
I've seen
Me
Russell
too.
Crowe in thousands of other things. The only other thing that I would say I don't like him in is Les Mis, but that's also
What
because
was
he
the
can't
movie that he was in where he was like a naval commander? I think it was called The
sing.
Commander.
Master and Commander?
Master and Commander.
Yes. And he was great in that. And that's
Yeah.
another movie that's like boring
Aubrey.
compared to other things.
Sure, that one yes. Okay, sure, yes.
You could say that you could fall asleep to that.
I could definitely imagine somebody falling asleep to Master and Commander.
I
yes.
watched that.
Yeah.
And
I
did
like
not fall
Master
asleep.
and Commander,
I did not fall
but
asleep.
I am
I
not
made
a
it
main
through.
member of
I
this
made it through.
podcast, so.
Oh, you're here at the table.
I fell asleep to
As a
Gladiator
present.
4 times in 2 watchings. And 3 in one in another. So I will say that Gladiator is probably that movie that's well regarded that I just don't care for.
Well, I have nothing to say against it. Like,
Yeah.
it is that is your experience and is your truth, and I'm happy you have this platform to express
Well,
it.
Right.
remember, the first 2 movies pissed me off. It can piss you off.
Yeah,
I'm good
right.
on that.
We can still be
I'm
friends.
not
Jill, we-
pissed. I enjoyed it, but I'm not like Ridley Scott is the GOAT or anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It's
Alright.
not like we're gonna lose sleep at night.
All right.
What were you gonna say?
Fair.
David?
I was saying we're gonna need to watch
I
Gladiator.
want to watch
Yeah, it's, you know.
Gladiator
I might try to watch Gladiator again.
again.
What was it? Real quick, bad movie that you like that no one else likes?
So it was
Annihilation.
highly rated movie that you didn't like.
Yes, and I gave that.
Or underregarded
inverse.
movie you liked.
Okay. Annihilation, I would say, isn't underrated. I think it's underexposed. I would say,
Yeah.
But
Oh,
It's on my
Annihilation?
list.
Annihilation, yeah. The
Natalie
Jill just
Portman.
mentioned that. And I was
No, that's what I thought. That's what you were asking Mike to
Okay.
clarify.
Yeah, because I said Mortal Kombat was a
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
poorly
I'm
regarded
sorry.
movie.
I'm sorry. Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
Annihilation.
Yeah.
And my
My-
brain went to Annihilation.
Oh,
and
Annihilation.
horrible.
No.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Natalie
my
Portman,
movie
yeah.
that like I like that I think a lot of people don't, passed off as a joke was Kung Fu Panda 1.
Sure.
Because it's the movie with a kung fu fight.
I would say that movie, and to be fair, like, when you're like, oh, let's watch Kung Fu Panda, I'm like, really? Like, I'd rather watch, like, a Pixar movie, and then we watched, and I was like, okay, like, this movie has some heart
Yeah,
to it,
and then you've
still-
seen the second one, and you're like, this is not bad.
Yeah,
I
right.
still remember the first one when they basically Japan just goes, wait, how did America make a better
China.
Japanese or China? Yeah, sorry. Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Sorry. How did China went like? How did America make a better Chinese movie than we did?
Yeah.
Right,
How is this like? How could they tell our stories better than anything we can do right now?
Right. All right, we got one more question because we're running on, but I want to get to this question personally.
Okay.
It's a great question.
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Vin Diesel movie?
Oh.
Iron
Vin
Giant.
Di- Wait, was that a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where was that?
Question.
Question
something.
12.
Yeah.
Question 12. Let me see if I answered it.
It's
I got
Iron
one.
Giant.
Okay, I got one. Yeah, I got it.
Iron Giant.
Okay.
Okay. Iron Giant's great.
Elaborate, Joe.
I mean, it's been a while since I have seen this film. I will openly admit to that. However, as a rather monosyllabic robot, you feel for this character, especially as the plot plays out, and he's first of all, he's discovering Earth and all of its nuances and like emotions, for lack of a better word. And then in the second half of the film, when he starts to remember what his actual purpose is, the message of the film, "You are who you want to be," really resonates. And at the end of the film, when the American government has sent a nuke to destroy the town, and he's like, well, I can go and stop it. And he goes off, and you hear Hogarth. Yeah, you stay, I go. Oh. And he flies up, and he's going towards the missile, and you hear Hogarth's words, "You are who you want to be," and he smiles and says, "Superman."
Superman!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is a great role.
Yeah, it's a great role, and he does a lot with little.
Brad Bird, man. Talented guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Brad Bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I forgot that was Brad Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Brad Bird did the Incredibles.
Yeah.
And I would say that, on the final thing, on the final pin on Iron Giant, is the way that it ends is like the best way to do a film without sequel baiting, but also leaving it open-ended.
Leaving it open-ended, yes. Exactly. Right. Like, I don't need an Iron Giant 2.
I know.
But
I
would prefer not to have it.
I don't want it.
But I like
knowing.
the way it ended.
Yes.
I like knowing the way it ends.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree.
And I think that's why I Am Groot works so well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of favorite movie, like, I'm not considering performance as the reason why I'm picking this, but it is the Iron Giant, and then Guardians is right up there. But for favorite, I will say my favorite performance of his is actually from the first Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm totally with you on that.
I'm
and
on
the
board.
reason being is because there's a real character arc there that he has to portray not only through his vocal performance, but from his presence on screen, where at the beginning, you're on Paul Walker's point of view, and you have to feel that Dom is a threat, and he's a criminal, and that you have to be scared of him in some regard. And over the course of an hour and a half, he becomes, someone who becomes a confidant and actually helps out Paul Walker, and that character arc, I think, plays out in a really smooth way, and, family and all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
you buy it at the end that they are family.
Fast and the Furious 9 does not happen without Fast and the Furious 1 Vin Diesel.
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because the other two better answers were taken. I think my choice is The Chronicles of Riddick.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's good.
We're going to be related.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going.
But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I this is like kind of the first. I mean, maybe it came out at the right time for me, but that's like a multimedia release, right? Because they made a movie and then they made a video game tie-in directly related to the movie, right? And Vin Diesel showed up for both of them. And I would say that, like, Chronicles of Riddick is not a particularly excellent movie. It's a lot of fun. It has Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica in it. I don't know. It's a good, fun, post-apocalyptic sci-fi romp. But it was just the fact that was kind of the first movie that also had a tie-in game that was also video game that was also very compelling, and that Vin Diesel actually showed up in mocap for. So that was kind of like the first exposure of, like, Vin Diesel, very invested in this character, very invested in the sort of geek side of things, right? Like, we know he's like kind of like a well-known D&D dungeon master now, I guess, right?
Now we do.
And so apparently he really pulled for Riddick to be a video game.
He's going to be in Dungeons and Dragons the movie.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yes.
So anyways, yeah,
Chronicles of
Riddick is...
a movie made about his D&D character from The Last Witch Hunter.
All it's just to say is that Chronicles of Riddick is the next name that comes up in franchises when I think of Vin Diesel, so...
But false.
Appreciate him for that. Anyway, sorry.
But false.
But false.
But false.
But false.
He played Riddick once before.
He did.
Pitch Black.
Yes.
And Pitch Black is my answer.
Never seen
Okay,
it.
got it.
I would probably choose Iron Giant or Guardians of the Galaxy Groot before this. But Pitch Black was my first answer that was not off the beaten path.
Okay.
He played Riddick in Pitch Black, and he was awesome in it. He was threatening. He was compelling. He was everything I wanted him to be in this movie.
Right.
And then Chronicles of Riddick came after. And Chronicles of Riddick is still good.
Sure.
They dumbed down Riddick.
They did. No, I agree.
They hit him in the face with the
Like I said, my answer is
dubstick.
mostly for going all in on the multimedia part of movie and game. But, the Pitch Black is
So
great.
Pitch Black is my answer.
Yeah.
because of his character of Riddick. It was everything I could want and more. Okay, so we've hit all the questions. We have more. We can do it on another time, but I think this is a good spot where everybody feels we're good. I'm going to give some shout-outs to the people that asked these questions. Person that asked the face-off question was Shoot the Flick, which is Scott and Frankie at Shoot the Flick. The biopic, the Dateline question was Malice Podcast. That's Ariel. She is at Malice Podcast. If you can live inside a movie for the rest of your life, and the horror movie is They're Terrified and Tipsy, which is Courtney and Stephanie. They are at Tipsy Pod. Worst movie of all time was Scotch and Sports at Scotch_sports. There was another part to this question. I just want to address them because she's awesome. That is, hers is Not Before Coffee Podcast. That's Ray. She's at need_3_mugs. What defines good acting was from Two Takes Podcast at T Takes Podcast. What's your favorite franchise / what franchise needs to call it quits is First Episodes Podcast. That's at First Eps Podcast. What's a movie you like that is not well regarded? And that other part is To Geek or Not To Geek Podcast. They are at To Geek Podcast. Who am I missing? I think the only other one I'm missing is number 12. What's your favorite Vin Diesel movie? That is No Highway Option Podcast at No Highway Pod. We are possibly jumping on their show later. They are awesome. They they watch a movie and compare it to Vin Diesel's The Pacifier.
I was gonna say, I watched The Pacifier.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. No love for The Pacifier.
I've never actually seen it.
I feel like I have. I just don't remember.
Well, so we're on vacation this week. We have talked about going on their show. Whoever goes on their show, if we are available, has to watch 2 movies, it feels like.
Oh, God.
Whatever movie they suggested, which I can send to you guys, and The Pacifier.
I never watched The Pacifier.
I'm busy this week.
Mitchell just became super busy.
Yeah, me too.
I am busy. I'm moving things.
Mitchell is actually busy. You guys...
What's our excuse?
Yeah, what's your excuse there? Watch The Pacifier. They say it's one of the better movies. So,
okay, sure. I'm just going to take a hearty swig of my beer and say
The Pacifier is
sure.
a Disney movie, right?
Yes?
I think it is.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
okay.
it's the same date as Tooth
It's on
Fairy.
Disney Plus, I think. Yeah.
What, you don't remember the Pacifier ride we went on in Disney World?
Totally.
I'm kidding.
How could I forget? That's what Boss Baby's based off of, right?
Oh my god, boss.
We want to thank you guys for joining in, asking us questions. We wanted to give you Dragon Ball Evolution. We're going to put that in a clubhouse later in the future. Watch our Twitter at Game for a Movie P1. Thank you guys for asking us these questions. It was a fun episode. I feel like we passed almost no time at all, and we're sitting here at an hour and 18 minutes.
Damn.
Wow. Time flies when you're having divisive movie thoughts.
Yeah.
Right, and that's exactly it. And so I think it was a lot of fun for us. Thank you guys for asking your questions. We will join you for episode 33. Hopefully I have a better computer by that time. We'll see what happens with that, because it's a constant guess of whether my computer is going to act right or not.
R.I.P.
I've been your host, Mike.
And Jill.
And Mitchell.
Andre.
And Claire, who stepped away for the second, but she asked us the questions, so we're thankful for her.
Thank you,
Claire.
Claire.
Thanks, Claire.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Game for a Movie, where we ask, are you game for a movie? We'll see you next time.
Bye.
The Dark Knight was a good movie, Jill. Damn.
What the hell, man?
I didn't say it was a bad movie, just my dad ruined it for me.
Okay.